Next up on our 2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Berkshire Volleyball team, the co-champs of the Valley Division the last 2 seasons. So, Coach, is this the year you're going to break the streak and win it outright?
That's always our goal. So we start every season with that as our number one priority, and that's what we work towards. So if it happens, then that's what we're aiming for.
All right. So just coming in, I mean, obviously you lose a couple of multi-year starters, co-MVP of the league last year, and Maddie Smetana, but you also bring back a ton of talent. So how optimistic are you about this season?
We had 3 seniors last year that were all 4-year letter winners. So replacing them is obviously, a big job, especially Maddie. She definitely led our offense for the last 2 years. But I think, this year we're working on being more well-rounded, spreading the ball out a little bit more, using more hitters, to keep the other teams guessing. I feel like last year you pretty much knew it was going to Maddie if we needed a point. So this year, we definitely have more options that can score us points. So we're going to look to use that to our advantage.
All right, well, let's start talking to the players. Let's start right to your right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
I'm Kate Miller. I am going to be a junior, and I am an outside hitter this year.
So Kate coming – oh, no, we'll go one at a time, Marissa. Sorry. But Kate, just starting with you, we'll go you've been on the varsity for 2 years. You've been around Maddie and some of the other girls that graduated. When you look at this year's team, you're now one of those veterans that you've got to step up into a leadership role. Are you ready for that challenge?
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Yeah. I've had Maddie to look up to and to kind of show me how to be a good leader. And so I'm excited to kind of step into that role this season.
I was going to ask, what did you learn from those older girls that you're using in your leadership style?
Yeah, it's just kind of just showing kind of leading by example, showing the younger girls just how to put a team together, kind of just
from freshman year until now, heading into your junior year. How much have you grown as a player?
A lot, for sure. I look back at games from freshman year and sophomore year, and I just think about how much more I know now than I did at that time. Just kind of the skill and what I should have done, but that just makes every season better. So
you've played 2 years of high school volleyball. You've got 2 co-conference championships. How hungry are you for that solo championship?
Yeah, that would be great. That's always the goal. Yeah, that's what we've been wanting. So
as Coach mentioned, the attack in previous years was pretty much Maddie and then maybe somebody else. This year, obviously, it's going to look a lot different. How are you seeing that offense come together?
Yeah, I think it's about kind of utilizing just a bunch of different people. I think that it's going to be really important if we kind of spread the ball around and not have that go-to person, and it kind of makes the other team kind of have to think about where it's going, and they can't really anticipate it.
What's going to be the biggest challenge for your team to achieve its goals this year?
I think just consistency with the hitters and everybody feeling comfortable at where they're at. We've had a couple lineup changes, so I think it's just about finding a comfortable spot for everybody.
And then just give me a breakout player, somebody that maybe hasn't played much varsity in the past, but this year you think she's going to break out and have a big year.
I'm going to say Delana Kellogg. I think that she's going to step into a really big defensive role, and I think that she's just really going to blow everybody away.
Outstanding. All right. Well, good luck to you this fall. All right, Marissa, now it's your turn. Name, grade, and position.
I'm Marissa Rish. I'm going to be a junior, and I'm a setter and also pin hitter.
All right. So coming in, you're the setter, the quarterback of the offense. With Maddie, it was easy. You had a great hitter that you knew if you put the ball anywhere near her, she was going to put it down. This year, you might have to work a little bit harder, but it's not because you don't have the talent. There's a ton of it. But how are you kind of settling in with all your new hitters?
I think we're working on connections in practice. Obviously last year, if we were having a rough time getting out of rotation, it would just go back to Maddie. But now, since we don't have Maddie or Haley anymore, I'm working on setting more outside and also getting it to Kirsten and Jill in the middle.
When you look at this year's team, is there an identity developing? I mean, do you sense that oh, we're going to be a great hitting team or a great defensive team, something like that?
I feel like we're going to be strong very defensively, but also very good offensively. I think our hitters right now, we are very smart and they know what they're doing. Like if they know like hitting isn't going to work, that they have a tip in the back of their mind that will definitely work.
Who are some of the hitters that have really stepped up so far in the preseason?
Definitely Jill Smetana, Kirsten, and Hannah Hutchinson.
All right. And what are your goals for this season, individually and as a team?
For individually, I would like to reach my 1,000th assist this year. And for a team, I would like to win the conference.
How close are you to how close are you to 1,000?
242, I think, away.
Oh, so that's achievable. All right.
Yeah.
Good luck to you doing that.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, back to you. We talked a little bit about the offense. Talk more about the defense for me.
I think, as I say it every year, I think we're going to go as our passing goes. So I always kind of consider serve receive to be part of defense because it's the first touch on that ball. So, when we're passing, we're able to distribute the ball better to our hitters. So we definitely need to work on that. And then defense, we have to really be scrappy. We have to have that mentality that we don't want the ball to hit the ground. And I'm hoping in the front row that we've improved a little bit with our blocking so that the block can help with the defense as well. We've had, like Kate mentioned, a couple of position changes. So, in the preseason, we're still looking to get those players comfortable. Kate's the big one. We needed that extra hitter. So, she's really working on, being 6 rotations all the way around versus just in the back row. So there's just still a couple pieces in this preseason that we need to click both offensively and defensively. So we just need to make sure that we come every day and keep working on those.
Obviously, the OHSAA added some divisions into volleyball and made it a little bit more equitable. Not easier, but more equitable. How does that fit in for your program?
I'll say we moved to D5 this year. So, there's still some powerhouses in there. We still have Lake Catholic. We still have Columbia and Crestview, which, have gone to regionals for the last several years. So there's still those big programs, that are out there once we hit tournament time. But I think, we tried to develop a schedule that would challenge us at the same time, making us work so that as we move towards the end of the season and get closer to tournaments, we've played the types of teams that we could run into. So, that was the major goal in terms of getting ready for tournaments.
So you didn't avoid the Lake Catholic in Division 5. I didn't realize they went to 5. So. That's going to be tough. But yeah, I like that they added the divisions. I think it makes it a little more equitable, and you're not, like Madison in particular. Madison was always playing the big D1 schools, and they're pretty small. But all right, and then I asked some of the girls about who they thought was going to have a big year. Anyone in your mind that you're counting on to have a big year besides the 2 sitting next to you?
I really think we need everyone to step up and do their job. Like I said, we need to be more well-rounded, and I need every hitter to keep working and doing their job, accept their role. And so forth. And then, we got some young ones in the back row as far as varsity experience goes. So, I really just think we need everyone to do their job, to accept their role, and, then work as hard as they can to do their job for the team. That's what's going to make us the best as a group.
Excellent. All right, Coach. I appreciate you and the ladies taking some time out of your day to preview the season, and best of luck to you this fall.
Thank you.